In August of 2005, 11 EPA employees unions wrote to the EPA administration and to Congress, should governments be adding toxic waste to your drinking water? This may sound ridiculous, but that's exactly what's going on all over the country. They call it fluoride, but what they use is hydrofluosilicic acid, a toxic waste product that contains not only fluoride, but also lead, arsenic, radium, and other toxic chemicals.
George Glasser showed me a list of all the contaminants in one of the articles he wrote, and I could not believe that we were actually dumping lead and arsenic and even radium, which is produced in the process of making this pollutant.
Why be concerned?
Cancer, hip fracture, dental fluorosis, spots on the teeth, neurological impairment, lower IQ in children, learning disorders.
From what I understand, the pollutant is recovered from the smokestack scrubbers in the phosphate fertilizer industry, and it's very rich in fluoride, very toxic.
The senior toxicologist for the EPA's Office of Water said that the cancer tests that had been done on fluoride, where laboratory animals were given fluoride, he said that those results had been gerrymandered. He said that fluoride given to rats had produced bone cancer and liver cancer, and that those results had been doctored to make it look as though fluoride hadn't caused as much cancer. Phyllis Mullenix found that fluoride in very modest doses produces effects in laboratory animals resembling attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder.
The pattern that we saw, it typically is what we see with other neurotoxic agents that are well known to cause a hyperactivity or a memory problem or an IQ problem.
Women over 65 who had hip fractures, and they obtained the data from every hospital in the United States. So we're talking about 560,000 women, and they have data on all of these, and they looked at where they came from and whether the water was fluoridated or not, and they found that the people, there was a much higher incidence of hip fractures where the water was fluoridated versus the places that didn't have fluoride in the water.
3 trial judges since 1978 made findings of fact that water fluoridation poses an unreasonable risk to the American people.
This severe risk looming over our heads to go ahead and fluoridate the water where everyone is being exposed to it in an uncontrolled situation, in an uncontrolled dose, it's totally illogical to be putting fluoride into our drinking water.
Standard that EPA has set for fluoride in drinking water is 4 milligrams per liter. And we've talked to the people who helped write that standard, and they have told us that they were lying when they did it. When they wrote the standard, they were basically ordered to lie.
The dental community has no idea of the toxicology behind fluoride.
It all adds up very clearly in my mind to putting this stuff in the drinking water is, in essence, just a hazardous waste management tool. It has nothing to do with dental health whatsoever.
In August of 2005, 11 EPA employees unions wrote to the EPA administration and to Congress to proclaim fluoride as a human carcinogen, a cancer-causing agent. They request an end to fluoridation of water supplies in the United States. These scientists need your support. Contact your representatives and senators and ask them to support these scientists and ban fluoridation now.